Let's go Lions! What a game on Thursday night. Lions fans, the Detroit Lions, with all their grit, pulled out another massive win against the Green Bay Packers, securing their spot in the playoffs and showing once again why they are one of the NFL's top contenders this season. But there's a buzz going around the web, and we're going to talk about that and other Lions news, so be sure to hit that like button if you're excited about our playoff run, and comment below. Go Lions! Let's get our team going and win this Super Bowl. Let's get to today's topics. The buzz isn't just about the win itself. It's about the bold decision-making on fourth down that has become a hallmark of Dan Campbell's leadership, and this time, Jared Goff had a big part in it. Let's set the scene. With less than a minute left and the game tied at 31, the Lions faced a 4th and 1 from the Packers' 21-yard line. Most coaches in this situation would call the kicker, take the lead, and let the defense finish the job, not Campbell. Initially, the plan was to punt, but Jared Goff had other ideas. According to Richard Sherman, who covered the game for Prime Video, Goff approached Campbell, clearly wanting to go for it. Campbell, sensing his quarterback's conviction, made the call, "You want to do it? Fuck it. Let's go for it." That trust between Campbell and Goff is what makes this team special. The decision paid off, as the Lions converted, ran out the clock, and sealed the game with a go-ahead field goal. Campbell's trust in his players and Goff's leadership in those moments are the glue that holds this dominant team together. That wasn't the only bold decision of the game. The Lions went on 4th down 5 times and converted 4 of them. These moments highlight why Campbell is considered one of the best leaders in the league. He doesn't just rely on analytics, he trusts his instincts and, more importantly, his players. As Sherman put it, this team is ready to run through walls for Dan Campbell because he believes in them like they believe in him. Jared Goff himself has spoken about what that trust means to the team. That's all you want from a head coach, to believe in you. It gives us that extra push to make it happen. It means a lot to us. Goff is thriving under Campbell's leadership, and it shows. His performance on Thursday night was stellar, 283 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a dominating fourth quarter where he went a perfect 10 of 10. Goff's late-game heroics weren't just about stats. They were about making decisive decisions and leading his team to victory. But let's not forget the Lions' defense. What they did on Thursday was nothing short of remarkable, especially considering the circumstances. With a roster ravaged by injuries, 18 players on IR, the defense still stood out. Defensive coordinator Aaron Glenn put together a unit that held the Packers to just 298 total yards and made Jordan Love's night miserable. Goff himself couldn't help but praise the defense after the game. What they did this week was tremendous. Credit to AG, the staff, and those damn players for playing their hearts out. They let the ball roll and played hard. This win wasn't just another check in the W column. It solidified the Lions as the team to beat in the NFC North. The Packers and Vikings may still be in the running, but neither has Detroit's grit, depth, or leadership. As Goff said after the game, the Lions are far from satisfied. This is not our end goal. We want to win this division and get to the Super Bowl. That's the mindset of a team destined for greatness. Looking ahead, the road doesn't get any easier. The Lions face a tough schedule with games against the Bills, Bears, 49ers, and Vikings. These matchups will likely decide the NFC North and set the stage for what could be a deep playoff run. But with Campbell's fearless decision-making, Goff's leadership, and a defense that refuses to quit, there's every reason to believe this team can go all the way. So, Lions fans, what do you think? Was Campbell's decision to trust Goff and go for it the defining moment of the season? Is Goff proving he's one of the league's elite quarterbacks? And how do you feel about the team's chances of not just winning the division, but making a Super Bowl run? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. But not everyone is convinced about how the Lions are playing, or rather, how they should be playing. Some analysts have suggested that the Lions need to start playing like they're on top, and honestly, that criticism misses the point entirely. Let's rewind to that pivotal 4th and 1 moment against the Packers. With the game on the line and everyone expecting a safe call, Campbell opted to go for it, trusting his players to execute. It worked. The Lions converted, kept the drive alive, and eventually sealed the win. This wasn't just about one play. It's about a mindset, a gritty, never-back-down mentality that has defined the Lions since 2022. And that's exactly why suggestions like Teddy Bruschi's, claiming the Lions should coach like they're on top, are off the mark. Here's the reality. The Lions have achieved a lot this season, but they haven't done the big thing yet. Winning the NFC North is huge, and playoff success last year was monumental. But let's be honest, what matters most in this league is a Super Bowl. That's the ultimate prize. Until the Lions hoist that Lombardi trophy, they need to keep biting kneecaps, staying hungry, and playing with the same underdog spirit that's gotten them this far. Think about it, Lions fans. Teams that get complacent often falter. Look at the old Jacksonville Jaguars or Norv Turner's Chargers. They had their moments of glory, but without a championship, Their runs are just footnotes in NFL history. The Lions don't want to be remembered as a team that was really good for a few years. They want to be remembered as champions. That means keeping the fight alive and not letting the "you've arrived" talk distract them. Now, let's shift gears and talk about a looming storyline that could impact the Lions beyond this season. Offensive coordinator Ben Johnson has been nothing short of phenomenal. His innovative play calling and ability to maximize the talent on this roster have been key to Detroit's success. Naturally, that kind of brilliance doesn't go unnoticed, and whispers are already circulating about teams potentially trying to lure him away. One of the hottest rumors? The Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jaguars, sitting at a disappointing 3-10, are likely to make major changes after the season, and head coach Doug Peterson's seat is getting hotter by the day. If Jacksonville decides to move on from Peterson, Ben Johnson could be at the top of their wish list. The team has a franchise quarterback in Trevor Lawrence, plenty of cap space, and an owner in Shad Khan who's willing to spend big. They could make Johnson an offer that's hard to refuse, a massive contract, a long-term deal, and even influence over personnel decisions. But here's the thing, Lions fans, Johnson doesn't have to leave Detroit. He's in an incredible situation here, with a supportive front office, a talented roster, and a team that's poised for sustained success. According to NFL insider Albert Breer, Johnson isn't just looking for any head coaching job, he's looking for the right job. That means organizational alignment, respect for what's gone wrong, and a willingness to fix it. While the Jaguars might be able to offer some of those things, they can't match the stability and momentum Johnson already has in Detroit. So, could Jacksonville land Ben Johnson? Sure, they have the resources to make a splash. But will they? That's a question only Johnson can answer, and we'll likely know more as Black Monday approaches. For now, Lions fans, let's appreciate what Johnson has brought to this team and hope the front office can do everything possible to keep him here. As we look ahead, the Lions have 4 games remaining: the Bills, Bears, 49ers, and Vikings. These matchups will not only determine the NFC North but could shape the Lions' path to the Super Bowl. With Campbell at the helm, Goff leading the charge, and a defense that refuses to quit, there's no ceiling for this team. Now, I want to hear from you, Lions fans. Do you agree that the Lions should keep that underdog mentality until they've won it all? What do you think about the possibility of losing Ben Johnson? Could it derail the team's progress, or do you trust the front office to keep this train rolling? Let's talk about it in the comments below. And before you go, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. We're bringing you the best Lions content all season long, and your support means everything. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Lions!